is ayat, A-Y-A-T. A-Y-A-T, my name, means verses. Do you know what are verses?
No.
No. Okay, it's like images, but related to holy books. We call them verses. So this is the meaning of my name. Somehow it's derived from religion. So I'm like some kind of images related to religions or lines related to religion. This is the meaning of my name. Originally, I am from Syria. Have you ever heard or seen anything related to Syria in the news?
Yes, we heard about the bombing.
Okay, so originally I came from Syria. Because of the war, I left my country. I stayed in Lebanon for 3 years. And then I moved to Saudi Arabia. I have been living and somehow teaching in Saudi Arabia for almost 7 years. So I'm a foreigner. Today I will introduce you to some things related to Saudi Arabia culture and education from my perspective as a foreigner teacher. I teach English. I started in Saudi Arabia by teaching 6th graders, and now I teach 9 and maybe 10 next year. First of all, I would like one of you to ask me one question.
My students are so curious to ask you some questions. Who is going to ask the first question?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
My name is Sai Surya. My hobbies are reading books, playing games, and watching TV. My future ambition is to become a police officer. Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Yes, but just raise your voice so I can hear you very well, okay?
Ask clearly.
What curriculum does the Saudi Arabia use?
Okay, again, repeat what?
What curriculum does Saudi Arabia use?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Actually, here in Saudi Arabia, we have so many curriculums. For public schools, they have their own curriculum. They have Saudi curriculum. They teach mostly Arabic. They have so many subjects related to their religion. But in private schools, we have Arabic courses, Islamic courses, as well as other core subjects in English. So students here in private schools, they study science, math, English in English, okay? So all the core subjects in English, and their curriculum is either from England or America. The curriculum in which in the school I teach is from the United States of America. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Let me see from where. Stop video. Share. In my school. It's called My Perspective. In My Perspective, we teach My Perspective. This is the book, My Perspective. I will just bring you one copy. This is the book we teach. And this is the virtual copy. What is good about teaching My Perspective is that we have a very good online platform. In this online platform, we have PDF of the book. We have so many activities, videos, things that we can add to our curriculum to enrich our curriculum. So this is the contents. We have 6 units. Each unit is with a title. So many topics in this unit are related. For example, in the first unit, which is called American Voices, what does it mean to be American? We teach our students this. The second one, actually, this one is one of my favorite units. What does it take to survive? It takes about loss, adventures, how people would handle losing loved ones, and how would they overcome challenges or traumas. So here Each unit is divided into 3 parts. First part, we call it whole class learning. In this part, the teacher explains mostly everything. After we finish from it, we go to a section which is called small group learning. In small group learning, the students are divided into small groups. They prepare presentations, videos, they even explain the new vocabulary. Here, it's small group learning. So each group of students would work on a selection and explain it for others. The last part we call independent learning. Here, the students work by themselves. There is no help from the teacher or peers. So they would take the selection, for example, this one or this one, they would read it, they would study it, they would answer questions related to it and submit it. And after that, they work on writing an essay related to the genre of the unit. Here, for example, it's narrative, nonfiction narrative. They would submit a nonfiction narrative and the teacher would grade it. Of course, there are many tests and exams and quizzes all the time, like we have continuous assessment.
Thank you, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. My name is Subramanya Srinivas. I am a student. My hobbies are reading books and playing games. My life ambition is to become an IAS. Can I ask a question, ma'am?
Of course.
Why is the cost of living low?
Here in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, cost of living in Saudi Arabia is very low. I heard like that. Can you say something about that?
Actually, I don't see it this way. No.
Okay.
Maybe it was before, but now it's like compared to the income of people. So there is this balance. Okay. There is a balance between the income and the cost of living. Okay, so people here live a comfortable life. They can afford their life necessities. They can afford food, housing, electricity. Most of the people can afford these things. Of course, some people can afford more. They have many luxurious things in life. They live a better lifestyle. But yes, somehow because of the location of Saudi Arabia and its resources, most people here feel that the cost of living is low compared to other countries.
Thank you. PIC system would very quickly become unbearable. What is the main source of electricity in Europe?
Okay. Actually, it's extremely hot, and it's hot because of the location of Saudi Arabia. And of course, we can't live one single day without air conditioning. We cannot live. It's very hot. And even in these days in August, I rarely go out. If I want to go, I prefer to go to a mall or a closed area. But to go out to the beach going out to the beach would be very challenging, but it's hot and the humidity is so high. Because I live in Jeddah, it's by the sea. And the electricity here, it's depends on generation. It's from oil, gas, and steam. So they depend on generating electricity in Saudi Arabia in oil. It's like 40% oil, 52 natural gas, and 8% from steam. Okay, if you see my I will share with you.
So Ayat, how do you treat the bills that you get monthly? The electricity bills, are they high or low, and how much you need to pay for these electricity bills? You need to pay a lot of money in the form of
For electricity,
Yes.
it depends on the machines. Now here, the recent electrical machines, they consume less electricity. So if you offered and buy new ACs, new washing machine, and anything which is new, it consumes less electricity. But the older the machine is, the more it consumes electricity. For example, when I came to Saudi Arabia, I got an old AC. I used to pay like 1,000 riyal, which is like almost $300 every month for electricity. Then I got recent ACs which consume less electricity. Now I pay between 300 riyals to 600 maximum when it's really hot and I have to use like more than one AC all the day.
Thank you.
So I just want you to see where I am now. See,
Yes.
this is Saudi Arabia. Actually, it's very big and the weather is different from place to place. So somehow here, the weather is nice. Here, I used to go here. The weather is nice, it rains, and here as well. But I live here by the sea. Actually, exactly here in this area. And it's by the sea. So it's very hot and humid all the time. So this is my city.
Yes.
It's called Jeddah. And it's near Mecca. Do you know Mecca?
I know that. Very familiar place. Many
Yes.
many Muslims visit Makkah.
Yes,
once
of
a year.
course. Good.
Hi, ma'am. My name is
Hi.
My name is Gopi Mahindra. I am studying 7th grade. My hobbies are reading books, playing kabaddi. My future ambition is to become a police officer. Can I ask a question, madam?
Yes, of course.
What is the exam system is like Saudi Arabia?
Okay. Here in Saudi Arabia, starting from the previous year, we have three trimesters. So we have term 1, trimester 1, trimester 2, trimester 3. At the end of each trimester, the student will take final exams. And then the grading system for these three trimester will be calculated and the average of the student will be derived from this. Actually, somehow in private schools, it's challenging. Students have to study so many subjects. For example, my daughter, she's in grade 3. She studied literature for English, phonics, grammar, writing, science that includes physics and engineering, math, robotics, computer sciences, Islamic, Arabic. So they study so many subjects. But I want to introduce you to a subject which is being taught recently in Saudi Arabia. And in my school, in the school I teach. This is the school I teach in. And here is, this one. Here is. Okay. Have you ever heard the word STEAM?
No.
Okay. So STEAM is S for science, T for technology, E for engineering, A for art, and M for math. Okay, this is a course that's being taught in the United States and in many other countries. In my school in Saudi Arabia, they teach, of course, not me, I teach only English. They teach STEAM to inspire students to enjoy the science and love and think about new ways to solve the problems of the world. So this is STEAM. S for science, T for technology, E for engineering, A for arts, and M for math. They teach this course at my school. The students, there is a lab where the students apply a few of STEAM.
What is STEAM education? In a simple way to explain, STEAM education is a way of teaching and a way of learning that combines science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We can think of STEAM education as an adventure, where the most important part of our adventure is our journey. Our goal is to arrive at a destination, but how we get there and the roads that we take are different for everyone, because we all think very differently. Along this road, we make mistakes, and sometimes we get lost. But this is where we learn the most, and this is where we begin to understand that it is okay sometimes to get lost. Our friends on this road are science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. They guide us to our final destination. Some friends are closer to us than others, so we might like to ask our math friend for help, or maybe our engineering friend. But in the end, we become best friends with everyone. When we finally arrive at our destination, we discover that it is not the end, but the beginning to more questions and more adventures. STEAM education inspires us to explore the world and see it differently. It helps us to learn in a fun way and work with each other to solve problems and take risks, learn from our mistakes, and change the world. As STEAM inspirations, we are...
Okay, so if you just Google STEAM activities, and you will find plenty of things that students can do at home, at schools, and of course there is a curriculum at schools, but you can start learning about STEAM from the internet, from the web, from the videos. For example, check this one, see how did they create this project. Okay, there are plenty of projects. This one, for example, okay, actually it's so much fun. My daughter, she's 9 and she's obsessed with STEAM activities. Whenever she has a STEAM class at school, it will be her favorite day.
Yeah, it looks like that compared to our curriculum, I think your students at the age of at the 3rd grade, your students are learning many subjects, I think, even
yes.
mathematics. So it's really needed for every student of this computer era to learn
of course.
different subjects.
And is your school private or public?
It's a public school.
Good.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Kiran. I'm studying 7th grade. My hobbies are reading books, playing games, and watching TV. In the future, I'm wishing to become a scientist. May I ask one question, ma'am?
Sure.
Where does Saudi Arabia rank in education?
Actually, Saudi Arabia's rank is the 36th according to global ranking, and I consider the education system in Saudi Arabia as very strong, and it's getting better and better. They keep updating, they keep applying new technologies related to the curriculum to make improve their rank in the global ranking of education.
So Ayat, I have a question. You have you have studied many education systems. So compared to the other education systems, do you think Saudi Arabia is something special in terms of giving the students many different innovative subjects to learn?
Actually, it's good because the students can learn a lot about the world, what is new in the world. but somehow it's challenging because some students find it difficult to follow up with all these subjects. Some students, they need just to focus and work on their own pace. So they need to work on slowly. They cannot follow up with everything. So they cannot sometimes keep studying in private schools. They have to go transfer to public schools. But if the student is willing to study and has good abilities, it's a great opportunity to learn about all of these subjects.
So what schools are popular in your country, public or private? Which system is patronized?
Actually, private schools here, there are as many private schools as public school. It depends on the parents. If as a parent, as an Arab, if I want my students to master Arabic and to be fluent in Arabic and to use Arabic mostly, I will use public schools. And of course, because it's for free, the parents will not pay money. But if as a parent, I want to prepare my students for international opportunities, they might travel and study their university degree or bachelor degree outside, I will go to private schools because the focus is on English. So even my daughter, she can read like a story in English. She is in grade 3 going to grade 4, but she cannot read a story in Arabic, although Arabic is her native language.
So I do understand. So the curious thing about your daughter and the system that prevailing in your country is introducing the STEAM education for the grade 3 students. So that is something unusual for me. So I also,
yes, it's very fun. They teach STEAM from KG,
yes,
from preschool until actually I guess until middle school. They keep teaching school. In high school, the focus is more on core subjects.
And interestingly, your daughter is also enjoying the STEAM subjects. So that means
yes, so much.
There must be something in the subject. The students enjoy it.
Hi, ma'am. My name is.
Hi, lady.
My name is Devitya. I am studying 7th grade. My hobbies are reading books, playing games, and watching TV. My life ambition is to become a software engineer. Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Of course.
Is Saudi Arabia education system good?
I consider it a very good education system. As a mother and a teacher, I feel like I'm so happy to teach in Saudi Arabia, and I'm so happy that my daughters are studying and learning here. Yes, it's very strong. It provides students with tools for their life journey.
Thank you, ma'am.
So Ayat, other than the Saudi education system, which education system you like so much? In other countries, they follow the different education patterns, like Finland.
Actually, because we are more focusing on the American system, I love it. It's so inspiring. The topics we teach, like for example, we teach a lot about racism, a lot. And I guess this is the most important thing to teach at school. So although I am an English teacher, I teach them about accepting other people from different colors, from different countries, maybe if they are disabled. So in the curriculum, we find many stories in English, which is my subject, related to the topic of racism and accepting differences and accepting others. But of course, I hear about European system. What I prefer about some European systems that I heard about is that there are no homeworks. If I have the power to change something in any educational system, I would cancel homeworks. The students should finish everything at home, at school, sorry. And then it's better if they go home and relax and play. It would be better from my own perspective to finish all the studying at school.
I do agree with you in that aspect.
Hi ma'am, my name is Pushita. I'm studying 7th grade. My
Hello.
hobbies are reading books, playing games, and watching TV. My life ambition is to become a police officer. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What subjects do your students learn at school?
Okay. As I said before, my students study English from this book. And beside this book, we have another book for grammar. We have American history. We study about the American history from the beginning of the discovery or before the discovery of America. They study science, everything related to science like biology, chemistry, physics, math, and they prepare themselves for university exams like SAT exams if they want to go and travel and study in the universities abroad. They study Arabic, Islamic, and even they study another book for history, which is in Arabic, beside computer, robotics, media. It's a new subject for middle and high school in my school. They teach them media, how to create a movie. Now this is a new in my school. They have a studio and it's equipped with everything related to taking photos and editing and shooting. They also learn how to write a scenario starting from drawing everything, imagining, writing. So this is a new, this is also new to you.
Yes.
Media, we teach media. So
Something-
there is so much, so there's so much going on here. Actually, as I said, pros and cons, good, but sometimes challenging.
I heard that the bell has been just rung. I heard that from one of the teachers of my region. She told me, she shared some facts about your country's education system. The world itself is focusing on following your education system. So we so far thought that Finland education system is the ultimate and supreme. Now everybody is looking at Saudi Arabia to follow your education system. That means there must be something intriguing, interesting in your system. As you have just told that the media is there and introducing the STEAM education system at the age of 10 years old. So from KG to PG. So that's something that is quite surprising and interesting for me as a teacher as well. So Ayat, if you don't mind, could you please give a final message to my students? The time is almost up. They are ready to go now.
Okay, so finally, I'm just want to say that I was so happy with meeting you all girls. You look very lovely. I just want to give you one advice before you go. Read all the time and try to use YouTube to learn about new things online. All the time, every day, check YouTube and learn about something new. You will learn about the word, and also you will improve your listening skills related to English when you hear American accent all the time. So read and learn about the word from YouTube. It was very happy to meet you.